One thing I really don't ever do is actually talk about large expos for movies. I guess we could, we'll call it that. But this weekend, there was some big news that just came out, and that is the fact that D23 happened. If you guys don't know what D23 is, I don't know what D23 stands for exactly, but it's basically the showcase for Disney to talk about everything they have planned upcoming. And by that, that's Marvel, that's Pixar, that's Star Wars, that kind of stuff. So let's get into this. Let's take a look and see exactly some of the stuff they have planned. And I'm not going to lie, I am personally extremely disappointed. So let's go. All right, you guys. So let's get into it. This is a brief overview by IGN. So first things first, Moana 2 is happening. The first Moana, it was pretty good, but I don't think there's a real need for a sequel for Moana. And as we continue with this, you guys are going to see what I'm talking about when I say I'm kind of disappointed. But like I said, the first Moana, great movie, very heartfelt, great story. I don't want to ruin anything because I don't know how many of y'all actually seen it, but it's a sequel. Surprise, surprise, The Rock is jumping into bed with Disney, and they're making a Monster Jam video. A Monster Jam movie, shall I say. I'm not too surprised by The Rock actually getting on board with Disney because I think he's had a couple Disney movies. Of course, Moana and is it The Pass? No, it's not The Pacifier. I can't remember. He did have another movie with a little girl he did. Avatar 3. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I am not a fan of the Avatar movies. And I say that because in my honest opinion, in my heart of hearts, Avatar, the sole purpose for the series of Avatar is to sell televisions. The story, dog shit. And now there's going to be a third one. And mind you, the first two are like 2.5, 3 hours long. They're ridiculously long movies. I don't like them. They're revolutionary when it came to filming and how they did everything. But there's going to be a third one, Avatar, Fire and Ash. Am I going to watch it? Probably not. But December 19th, 2025. Expect to head back to Pandora then. Next one, Pixar drives into Disney Plus with Dream Productions and Win or Lose. I have no idea what this is. Pixar is continuing its record-breaking run with an inside-out spin-off series called Dream Productions. In D23, we got an early look at the logo. But wait, there's more. The animation company will double down on its presence on Disney Plus with its first original series, Win or Lose. An exclusive look at the show teasing a variety of animation styles ahead of its premiere on December 6, 2024. Expect to see more from Dream Productions before it premieres next year. Huh. Okay, so we got a series coming out on Disney Plus by Pixar. Okay. Like I said, there's a trend here. Toy Story 5. Bro, I thought Toy Story 3 was going to be the end. I loved how Toy Story 3 ended. I thought it was a great ending for, Woody and Buzz and the crew. And then they come out with Toy Story 4. Which, don't get me wrong. You got Forky. You had some memorable characters in there. But I thought it was another great ending for Woody and the crew. But wait! There's more. There's going to be a fifth movie in the Toy Story line. I don't know how much longer they're going to be able to milk the cow on that one. I love Toy Story, but come on, man. Pixar reveals Hoppers, starring John Hamm and Bobby Moynihan, however you say that. There was nothing really big about this. I didn't see no trailer for it, but while Pixar continues to create a new series in its existing universe, it's also working on something entirely new. Hoppers is an original animated movie starring John Hamm. It's coming to theaters spring 2026. No real synopsis on what this is. Elio prepares for June 2025 premiere with more details as Zoe Saldana joins the cast. Before Pixar moves to Toy Story 5 and Hoppers, it will debut a new universe with Elio next year, set for release June 13th. The animated spacey film will take players New World Unknown. In addition to announcement that Zoe Salina, oh my god, I can't pronounce names today, is joining the cast as Elio's aunt. Okay. Like I said, there's a theme here, you guys. We're getting Incredibles 3. I don't really like. I kind of understand why you could do an Incredibles movie, but I don't understand why they don't branch off into that universe and do more with characters in the Incredibles universe instead of just continuing on with the same story. And then the next one, Zootopia 2. Like I said, there's a theme here, you guys. I thought the first Zootopia was really good. Does it really need a sequel? No, not really. But we're going to get a sequel, you guys. Frozen 3. You know what's crazy is I think Frozen just turned 10 last year. I believe it is. And it's already incredible to think Frozen just turned 10 and they're getting the third movie. Now, granted, Frozen does extremely well for Disney. And the first Frozen I have watched. I thought it was very well done. I never watched the second one, so I can't speak on that one. But Frozen 3, okay. But first look at concept art. I do actually love looking at concept art for different things. Because, like, look right here, you got a little villain. But, like I said, there is a pattern. Frozen, Hercules, and The Greatest Showman stage adaptation on the way. It makes me wonder if they're the hit Broadway musical. So, let's see. Disney fans love their music, so Mickey Mouse Company is taking musicals to a new level with 3 new plays. Frozen the musical will feature blah blah and comes to Disney Plus in 2025. Hercules will follow with the London West End summer 2025. Finally, the stage adaptation of Hugh Jackman-led circus musical Greatest Showman, which is now in development. Man, I was hoping that they would do like a road tour where you can actually go and watch it live, kind of like Disney on Ice. But I guess we're not going to get that. Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Me personally, I'm kind of burnt out on Star Wars, especially like the last couple things they've done ain't been that good. I'm just saying, homie. Andor Season 2. That was actually pretty good, so I can't wait for the second season. Little bit of footage from Andor. Okay, let's keep going. The Mandalorian and Grogu. We got some new stuff. And I'm kind of scared. I'll show the screen grabs, but I'm not going to show like the videos because last thing I need is for Disney to come after me. Okay, this is one thing I think they should have scrapped. Ironheart. I don't get what they're trying to do, especially since they basically scrapped all of Kang's dynasty, and I think they're going in a vastly different direction. And if that's the case, don't even bring Ironheart in. Save your money, scrap it, call it good, because unpopular opinion, the second Black Panther, like the first 10 minutes with the tribute for Chadwick Boseman was great. After that, like, that movie was not that good. There was just too much going on. Poorly written. It was just blah. I think Ironheart suffered because of how poorly written Black Panther 2 was. And they should definitely just scrap this and move on. Now, people are going to be like, well, if you feel that way, why don't they scrap Daredevil? Well, I feel Daredevil coming into the MCU is much needed. And they already have a basic groundwork, I guess you could call it, from the Netflix series. With a March 2025 premiere revealed. I think that this is much needed. I think Daredevil would go great with Spider-Man. It's going to be a great potential for moving forward. But I do think that there's just too much going on because as we continue, Agatha all along summons witches with new footage ahead of September release. This show should have been scrapped. There's a lot of stuff, like, they need to trim the fat and just get rid of stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I thought WandaVision was, it was an okay show. It kind of set you up for Multiverse of Madness, but does Agatha really need her own standalone Marvel TV series? Hell no. Scrap it. Throw that in there with the Ironheart. Get rid of it. It's just more crap. Percy Jackson season 2. Okay, so one thing is I have yet to check out Percy Jackson season 1. I kind of want to check it out. Actually, I might start watching that today and see if it's any good. But season 2 is coming along. I don't know why there's a random ad here for David Blaine. Oh my God. Like, I'm looking at this, I'm like, how does this fit in? All right, we're going to continue on. Like I said, there's a trend. What do you see here? Freaky Friday 2 reveals first images and new title. And another one that just doesn't need to happen. I mean, the first Freaky Friday with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis was a great movie, especially for younger people. Is there a sequel needed? Hell no. First look at the live action Lilo and Stitch movie upcoming. This one was actually pretty cool. I think Stitch looks really good. I think that's going to be awesome. I genuinely do. Let's keep going. Snow White, this is another one that just needed to be scrapped. I don't think that... I just don't... I think it needs to be scrapped. There's no... Oh, God. But there's just no need for it, and especially with all the controversy that this Rachel Zegler brought to the movie, scrap it. I'm not going to watch it because, like, have some respect for the source material instead of being, it's weird, you know? Just get rid of it. But it supposedly has a March 21st, 2025 release. Like, I swear to God, it was supposed to come out at the beginning of this year. Tron. Arise. Guess what? Another sequel. I did like the first Tron. I like the second Tron. But I have no idea what Tron Arise is supposed to be about. But they did announce Nine Inch Nails are doing the soundtrack for Tron Arise. I was kind of hoping Daft Punk would come back and do it, but I guess not. And then this one is a prequel. Mufasa, The Lion King. This right here, this is something that I kind of welcome. Now, hear me out. I know most people will be like, oh, you know, you're being a hypocrite. Like, you're hating on all these sequels. No, this is a prequel. And I guess you could say it kind of takes place. It takes place in the Lion King world. But it's telling the story of Mufasa coming up and becoming king. I think this one actually has a lot of potential. And I'm kind of excited for it. This is one of the few projects besides Tron where I'm kind of excited for it. Anyways, you guys, let's go full screen. That right there is the D23 little quick wrap up I did for, you know, what it is. But I do feel like there's just way too many sequels. There's no real, you know, substance to a lot of this stuff. There's a lot of Marvel stuff. I think they should scrap Ironheart. I think they should have scrapped the Agatha one, especially since it's looking like the MCU is going in a different direction. Why introduce characters for a series that probably isn't even going to impact that MCU at all? Same with Star Wars, like, dial it back. They announced 3 series. Of course, we're getting The Mandalorian, Andor, and then Bare Bones, Crew, whatever it is. And then sequels. Anyways, you guys, let me know how you feel about it down below. Don't forget to mash that like button. Comment down below and subscribe. We're on our way to 9,000. I can't do this stuff without y'all. Y'all take it easy. Have a great and wonderful day, and I'll catch you later.